So I've had the Pixel 9a for about a week now, and I want to give you guys my thoughts after using this phone for a week, which, you know what, like, it seems like that there's probably going to be some regurgitated statements, because I've been dropping video after video after video of the Pixel 9a, putting it up against the Pixel 7a, the Pixel 8a, the Nothing Phone 1. I've made some short video clips. So yeah, I've been pretty much giving my coverage on the Pixel 9a. I'm really happy with this phone. Let me just say that off key. I'm really happy with this phone. I really like it. I really like what it's offering, and I'm excited to have it. Now, I'm not going to make empty promises and say, oh yeah, this will be my device for 7 years, because I tried saying that with the Pixel 8a and I was content with that phone, and then I ended up grabbing the Pixel 9a when it came out. So yeah, let's just say it like this. I'm content for the time being, and I don't know when I'm going to upgrade. If I'm going to upgrade anytime next year, or if I'm going to upgrade in a couple of years, we'll see. Subscribe to the channel, then you'll know. Also, hit the like button too. It only takes a second. But anyways, just, you know, some quick specs to pretty much just kind of point out. Let's just focus on the display real quick. So it's a POLED display, 120 hertz refresh, and for the brightness, it's 2700 nits peak brightness, 6.3 inch display with an 83.5% screen to body ratio because of those bezels, which, you know, you got to see right there. Anyway, that, you know, it's pretty cool. 1080 by 2424 pixels. It's a 20:9 aspect ratio display, 422 pixels per inch density, and Corning Gorilla Glass 3. So this can handle small abrasions on the desk for scratch resistance, but is not shatterproof. Get a screen protector, keep it wrapped. That's all I'm going to say. It is running Android 16 beta 4. And yeah, I'm beta testing that, but right now, currently, for a stock operating system, it is Android 15. It's got the Tensor G4 processor. It's a 4nm processor with the Mali G715 MP7 GPU. Now, mine is a 128 of internal storage, 8 GB of RAM, but you can get one that's 256, 8 GB of RAM with UFS 3.1 storage. For the cameras, 48 megapixel f1.7 aperture at a 25mm wide angle lens, and you got a 13 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide lens with 120 degree field of view. It records in 4K 30 and 60, and then 1080p 30, 60, 120, and 240 frames per second. With the selfie cam, it is a 13 megapixel, so same as the 7A and the 8A. With f2.2 20mm ultra wide. So this is the reason why that the face unlock works even when I'm not like directly in front of it, just because you know, at times it will work when it can catch me, since it's got a wide angle view. But anyways, moving on from that, the selfie cam records in 4K 30 and 1080p 30 frames per second. So no 60 frames per second recording with the selfie cam. That's a total bummer. And then, yeah, 5100 milliamp hour battery with a Type-C charging port. Charges wired at 23 watts and wireless at 7.5 watts. It's kind of like, yeah. 4 colors: obsidian, porcelain, iris, and peony. And yeah, so it's a pretty nice phone. You know, that's the specs for you guys. To be quite honest with everybody, I've shared my experience, and it's like a kind of like a daily share, I guess you can say, as I'm dropping video after video of coverage of the Pixel 9a and just telling you guys what I feel right at that moment in my head. Nothing of mine is scripted, so I just wing it. But I can tell you guys, aside from comparing it to any other phone that I have, the Pixel 9a is a solid phone. It really is. If you're looking to upgrade, and, you know, it doesn't really matter what your reasons are, right? It's your money. Spend your dollars the way you want to spend it. But so far, the experience has been really good. Now, again, you know, some of the things like the video that I dropped where people with the international model been reporting some issues. It's not widespread. All Pixel 9a's are not affected by it. So don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Google is aware of it. Google's been resolving it. So let's just not focus on so much negativity that doesn't and absolutely does not matter. As far as for the battery, a lot of people are also concerned about that with this new thing that Google is doing with this battery optimization feature being baked into Android. And, you know, it starts to basically cap and throttle your battery over time. Like I said in the video where I talked about it, you have to successfully complete 200 charge cycles before that is even enabled. And even then, this is not the only phone that's going to do it. Other Pixels are going to get that feature. And Google's not the only one to do this. Apple does this, Samsung does this. They all throttle and degrade the battery themselves over time. And most people tend to upgrade minimum a year, right? They will use a phone for a year and then upgrade. Some hold on to their phones for 2 years. Some even hold on to their phones for 3 years. And so because of that, I'm not concerned about the battery optimization and throttling and all that, because I'll probably be using something different 2-3 years from now. However, if I was to sell this, I would know in good conscience that there is something in place that regulates the battery, as these batteries degrade over time. They do not stay in the same, perfection, producing the same performance that they did day one after being manufactured. They degrade over time. Every charge cycle you do puts stress on the battery. Every time the battery is heated, it degrades. So to have something in place that monitors your battery's health and reduces it so that it charges it's a safer capacity, and it also throttles the charge, so it lowers the voltage to protect the battery from getting any more heat, from causing any more damage to it as it's charging. I think that's a good thing, honestly. The cameras are pretty solid. I like the cameras on here. I love the photos that it produces when I take photos and video recording. I've recorded some videos with the Pixel 9a and used it to make content. People like it. No one's complained about the video quality, so it's good. Is it as immaculate as Steven Spielberg's cameras? No, it's not. But it'll get the job done for what I do here on YouTube, which is just talk about tech. It's my favorite thing to do. I have fun doing this. Overall, and in general, right now, I'm basically pitching 8 out of 10 stars for the Pixel 9a. There are some things that I'm currently focused on and watching about my Pixel 9a, and I will cover that in my full review when that is ready. So this is just after a week. I think it's still a solid phone, and I think that if you want to upgrade to it, whether you have a Pixel 8a, a 7a, or a 6a, doesn't matter, upgrade to it. You'll love it. Unless, Pixels is not your thing, then don't worry about it. But it definitely gets my thumbs up on it. I think it's a great phone.